Hey guys, welcome to another video. Today we will be showing you how to do something like this. Watch this. Cool animations. So I have that's one of them that that I did in the past. Now this is one that I just did for showcase, of course. So I'm using Flip-a-Clip. So let's get started. First, let's name my animation. I'll make it a big word. I'll just write down Mitra reviews, just like that. Just go ahead and press that one. Make sure it's selected as 12 FPS. I'm selecting this as 1080p because that makes it look good. And we're just going to create it. And at the beginning, you want it to be empty. Create one more. And then this is where you get started. So the start of the M would be one line. And make sure you're doing parts of it. Don't do the whole word. Then it doesn't give it like a animation feel. So you see this? Each part of the word is coming together. And make sure it's 12 FPS. Then it looks good in animation. If you put 30, you might have to duplicate them each, which makes it look better. But still, I recommend you do 12 FPS if you're starting Flip-a-Clip. So now there's no problem with making the letter smaller if you need more space while animating. Because I've done that before and it's made my animation look, honestly, makes it look a little better. So I'm just going to do that for the eye. And you don't have to make it look good. It'll look good in animations anyways. Which is a cool thing about Flip-a-Clip. It makes it your animation like better in HD mode. Something. So I'm going to just make the M smaller. I'm going to make the I smaller. And at the end, I'll show you why this looks so good when you're making it so small while animating. See how I'm making it smaller each time? That will be your key to making good animation. And M-I-T and you don't have to, sometimes you can make a letter only 2 frames. Like one half of the letter, then the second half. I've done that in my other animations before about words. And honestly, I think that works good too. It just looks a little, faster to make the letter appear. So yeah, I recommend you do at least 3 parts of the letter before you continue. So M I T R A M I T R A. Now if you see right now, look at that. Didn't that look good? Now I'll be right back once I write down reviews. So I am back, and if you see now, do you see this part where I changed the uppercase R to a smaller case R? Because I made a mistake. It's around, it's around 25. See, this is bigger. In 26, it changes to a little broken big R, and then it turns into smaller. And if you watch the animation, now let's say you want to smile for all the frames that's growing. So start at frame 3 if you're gonna do something else, because then that gives you a little more freedom. You'll see what I mean later once I do that. And the more frames you make, the more better your animation is. So I'm just gonna keep on swifting a line just by a little bit for this animation by itself. And let's say I want some cheeks. Let's just do one cheek first. Now since I have loads of frames, I'll do half a cheek here. And then here, I will have a cheek. And then once it gets smaller, I'll eventually start making the eyes. So like that. And like that. See, it's starting to get small. So I can move this down with it. Like that. And we can start drawing the eyes. So, and then we're gonna put a full eye here, then a small eye. Then if we keep going, eventually our animation will look perfect. But now let's say we want the eye to stay all the way to here. But if you don't want it, like you want it to have a fading effect, like if you want something to fade away, here's a good thing. You can just make the mouth, I'll just do that, and then put part of the eye or part of something in your fading away thing, and then just a little bit of that eye. Then that eye is completely gone. Then this eye. It starts to disappear. Oh, this should be half. This should have no eye. Actually, it should have a little bit of eye. Then this mouth. Then we have no eye. Then we have half of its cheek. Then we have no cheek. Then we have part of its mouth. Then we have no mouth. Then we have part of this, more of this, and it's completely gone. And watch that in animation. Look how smooth it is. Of it appearing and then disappearing again. Isn't that smooth? Now let's say we wanted another object. Then we would start a line. Actually, you want to start, it's double the number you originally put the first thing at. If you're going to make a second, I'm just saying. Now you're just going to put one line up. I'm going to make a star, so don't mind me. You can do anything you want. Like, actually anything. Okay. It's done. Now I'm going to start to erase it. So, only a little bit of that. Sorry, I just got interrupted a little bit. And like that. Then we're just gonna make half of that. Then we're just gonna make some of that. I'm just gonna make that much. Now, if you're making like a big shape, you're gonna want to take your time for it to erase. So, let's say it fully erases at the ending frame. Then we're gonna have to take our time. And it'll make our animation look better, if you know what I mean. See how that part is so smooth when it's erasing? It feels like it's actually erasing like 60 FPS. Now, a cool thing you can do is you can make a movie or you can add a video. Now you can go to project settings. You can change this to be like 30. And if we were to save the changes, then look at this. It goes super fast. It says 24 FPS because my device is running a little slow. And if we were gonna go ahead and go to project settings again, since it's only at 24, I'm gonna let's make it like 22. Yeah, that seems like good. So I'm just gonna save the changes. This will give you smoother animation but faster. You have to duplicate them like a bunch of times. All the frames. And that would equal 70 frames for me, and I don't want to do that. So 18, how about that? Yeah, that seems good. So when you're done, you can change the frame rate to see what's good for you. I think I like 18 frames per second. Now, if you want a really slow animation, I'm just gonna change it to like 3 to show you what I mean. Look at that. See how non-smooth animation it is? But let's say I like around 9. It seems like smooth or no, 10. Yeah, 10 seems smooth. What do you think about that? It might be a little slow, but I think I like... Actually, I think 11. Look at 11. Look at 12. Let's see what seems smoothest. I think 16 seems smooth. Yep. And all you have to do is save it as a movie. Or you can just click on back and it'll just pop up. 16 FPS, and if we click on it, click on play, look how smooth that equals. Bye guys, don't forget to subscribe.